Hello. Happy Tuesday. Is it? Yeah, it is. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Hopefully this goes better than yesterday. I agree, Manslayer. I don't know what was going on with my either Twitch or my internet yesterday, but it was not cool. It was very frustrating. I was unhappy about it. Yesterday was a stressful day. I mean, it was an okay day. Outside of that, seen any good movies lately? I did see a movie lately. What did I see? I wrote it down. Oh, it was okay. I watched that. I watched that Bob Odenkirk movie, Nobody. You know, there's a sequel to it, Nobody 2. And I don't know. I was killing time waiting for Emily to get home from Detroit. I threw that on the other night. I was feeling Bob Odenkirk. It was okay. It wasn't. It wasn't what I thought it was. It was John Wick. I didn't think it was going to be a John Wick movie. I thought he was like a nobody who then is like pushed too far and then becomes a badass, not an absolute unstoppable badass who's trying to live a normal life who gets pulled back in. And he plans to play Beast of Reincarnation. I've never heard of it until this moment. Should I play it? Is that a game I should play? Is that my front door? No, I just heard my wife making noises. Just got Laura's Diary in Twin Peaks. I have it. I haven't been able to read it yet. I think it's just going to be unbearably sad. No, I'm not in Boston. I'm just a Boston fan. I'm in Texas. Have you gotten that ad for Spider-Man on your BMW? No. I haven't got any ads in my BMW before. Been listening to a lot of Screamo lately. Loving Arranged in April. Never heard of them. House of the Dragon Season 3 thoughts. I can give you my thoughts on House of the Dragon. I've not seen 1 second of it, and the dual combo of him not releasing the final books that I've been waiting forever for, along with the last season of the show being terrible, really killed my enthusiasm for Game of Thrones. I will read the books when he finally puts out Wins a Winner. I'll read it, but I haven't really deemed to follow any of the spin-off content. Thank you, Wombat. In a meeting, says Valiant Vanner. So we'll keep our voices down. Last season, House of the Dragon was so boring, I ejected from Game of Thrones fully. I gave up on the books. Dunk and Egg are great. Low timing, House of the Dragon Season 3 ad. I'm very invested in the books. I loved the series. I think it's impeccably written. I thought that the second the show veered off from the source material was when it lost me. I think that when it was a George R.R. Martin functionally led story, it was infinitely better. I just want to read the last book or the last 2 books. Why don't I move to Boston? Well, I have a company in Austin. My wife owns a salon in Austin. I've got 35 years of friends and memories here. Spent my entire adult life here. I have no support system in Boston. I just like one basketball team from there. Seems like a stretch to move across the country and give up everything I've known my entire adult life and put my business and my wife's business in jeopardy so I could see a few more home games. It's a small-ass city, too. Austin, Boston, I mean, it sounds the same. Wouldn't be, at least verbally, it wouldn't be too difficult. But yeah, I just, I don't really have any reason to live. The only thing I like about Boston is the Celtics. I'm not a Red Sox fan. I don't really care about I'm okay with the Bruins. I don't like the Patriots. Not that they're in Boston proper, but, vicinity. Thank you for the sub. What if I look deep into your eyes and then just ate your paperwork? Baltimore is an elite city. I've seen The Wire. Did we hide the Andrew puppet in the office to scare Nick? No comment. Yeah, it was Eric Puppet. I knew what you meant. I own a house in Fed Hill. It's great. Nice. I don't know where that is. Oh, Fed Hill's in a high-level PvP server. That's cool. Has anyone owned up to Finding the Idol yet? No one has owned up to Finding the Idol yet, but when it's available to be played, I'm sure someone will. I have a good feeling. I have a pretty good feeling that if I were, I could trigger it pretty quickly if I wanted to. Mark asked to have that 40K mini from yesterday. Whoa, Beeford, thanks for the subs. A little sub bomb from Beeford. Beeford's little patented Beeford sub bomb. That's what I sounded like in my head. He said he'd paint it and return it. If you mail it to me, I'll build it, paint it up, and send it back to y'all. All right, Mark, I'll do that. I've sent more physical mail to Mark the Frog than any other human being, other than maybe my daughter. My daughter and Mark the Frog have probably gotten the same number of packages from me in the last year. Subtle Gerpler, yeah. As a British guy who's only been getting into American sports the past few years, is there some kind of maybe not? Fuck. Sorry. Is there some kind of maybe not bias but soft spot, I guess, for the other sports teams in the place of the one team you do support? Yeah, soft spot for sure. Yeah. I feel just generally positive towards Boston as a whole because of the Celtics. And when I first started watching hockey, I started watching the Bruins. But then the Detroit thing, just being there with Emily's dad and him becoming a Red Wings fan and being such a big, he likes hockey like I like basketball, but he's got another 40 years on me of fandom. And so having him be able to shepherd me through hockey really with the Red Wings really turned me into a Red Wings fan. So my sports fandom's all over the map. It's atypical for sure, I think. Most people are fans of the teams in the cities they're from. But if you're from Mobile, Alabama, you're not going to be rooting for the Alabama pro sports teams because they don't exist. You can root for the Saints over in New Orleans or the Hawks in Atlanta or the Falcons in Atlanta, or the Pelicans, I guess, in New Orleans, but that's about it. New Orleans is 2.5 hours away from where I grew up. So that'd be like me in Austin rooting for the Astros. Why the fuck would I root for the Astros? Why would I root for the Rangers? I got teams all around me, but no teams on top of me. And so, I grew up a fan of sports I saw on TV because that was the only way. There was no local sport to support other than Alabama football. Roll Tide. Buccaneers are pretty fucking far away from Mobile. That's got to be 10 hours. What first got you into baseball? I have some pretty specific memories of watching the 1980 World Series in an apartment in Oregon when I was a kid. And I think an apartment. Yeah. Might have been Florida. Might have been Pensacola, Florida before I got to Portland. But anyway, I just remember watching the 1980 World Series. I must have been 5 and just thinking how cool it was that they were throwing balls. And I just started watching baseball after that. It was grown-ups doing what kids do, you know? It was cool. You're lucky, though. You could have been raised by a Browns fan. That's true. I wasn't raised by I mean, my dad liked Alabama football. I grew up a Crimson Tide fan, and I had a grandfather who liked the Braves, and so I watched a lot of Braves games with him, and I liked the Braves okay growing up, but I wouldn't say I was, like, a huge Braves fan or anything. I guess that would have been the closest fandom in Mobile that people were into. Was definitely probably with the Braves. It was back in the Dale Murphy era. And then, of course, right after that, we had the like insane pitching era where they had Maddox, Glavine, and Smoltz all at the same time, and that was a fun time to watch. That was actually a fun time to be a Braves fan. I'm from Maryland, but I'm a Green Bay Packers and Vancouver Canucks fan. But I do love the Baltimore Orioles. You guys just lost your catcher yesterday. You traded Adley Rutschman, I saw. Been thinking about going to Riot Fest this year, but I've never really traveled that far or been to a festival myself. Nervous, but I think I should do it. How far of a trip is it for you? Like, how far is that far? Is it a 2-hour flight or is it a 14-hour flight? Because there's a big difference. I'm devastated. Drank with Adley at the bar a few times. Yeah, yeah. It's been a rough sports fandom team consistency period for me between losing Brown, and the dubious honor of picking up Mike Connolly. I'm excited about Mitchell Robinson. I'm not particularly excited about. I think Paul George will play well for us. I'm excited that I think he'll fit into the role, but I'm not super jazzed about Paul George either. Going through that whole thing and then being like, okay, well, at least I have baseball to fall back on. Oh, Scooble's gone. Okay, and Mize is gone now too. Cool. So it's been between being a Celtics fan and a Tigers fan, it's been a rough couple days, rough couple weeks. Thank you for the sub. I haven't even played a video game yet today. You guys are awesome. Another day as a Detroit's fan. Part 2. Yeah. Are the Commonwealth Games at all a thing in the U.S.? They are a thing. I wouldn't say they're a very big thing, but I'm aware of them. How do you feel about the whole Dylan Larkin thing? I mean, he's a really good hockey player. I don't want to lose everyone all at once. It already sucks that we lost Yaz. So I don't know. Does Larkin survive it, or do we need to get rid of him? And I don't know. Did has he already poisoned the well too much? I don't know. I don't know enough about how the resilience of hockey players when dealing with other teammates who publicly display that they want to leave. That may not be a big thing in hockey. I'm just not. I haven't been a hockey fan for that long. It would be It would be fucking locker room poison in basketball. Do you prefer a Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum led Celtics team? It's like asking what flavor of ice cream you prefer. Jason Tatum is a better player, obviously. He has a higher ceiling. I think everybody who loves the Celtics loves Jaylen Brown for just he just exudes a lot of the attitude that I don't know appeals to me, and I love what a weirdo he is, and I love that he started his own shoe company instead of getting into bed with Nike, and I love how outspoken he is, and even if I don't always agree with him, and I love how much heart he put into the team, and we won a title with him, but I don't think he's as good as Jason Tatum, and if I had to pick between the two of them, I think it's pretty clear Tatum is, when healthy, one of the 5 best players in the world. So Jaylen Brown has a Boston feel to him. He does. He has all the intangibles that make him a great Celtic, like Marcus Smart before him, or I don't know, any of a myriad of Celtics. That's pretty. That makes a lot of sense. Sad cat. I think that's a pretty good summarization of it. Oh, I didn't look into embedding the chat. Ah, fuck. I just realized I was going to do that for today. Oh, well. Maybe today will be the last day we don't have the chat embedded into the YouTube VOD. Hey, Geoff, just wanted to shout out that a video game I think you and the Regulation Boys might like. It's called Big Walk. You know what? We might actually be playing it this week. We might play it Friday. We talked about it yesterday. It's Andrew's very into it. I've seen the trailer a couple times. I think it looks like a lot of fun, and I know Andrew's really jazzed about it. So we will definitely be playing Big Walk. I'm not sure when, but it's on our radar, big time, big time. Picked up a jersey for my local hockey team that hasn't existed for about 8 years, and then found out the players on the back got a 9-year ban for doping. That's awesome. It would be cool to build a wardrobe out of teams that no longer exist. Where, like, you have like a Washington Senators shirt, you have the Seattle Aviators, Supersonics, Houston Oilers, et cetera, et cetera. You just have jerseys and T-shirts from teams that have long. Expo's a great one. Expo's maybe the best one, honestly. Watched a few Grizzly games of last season while Ja was injured, and I felt like the constant rotation and ball movement. Oh, I like the constant rotation and ball movement. Well, you don't have to worry about watching Ja on the Grizzlies anymore. He's a Portland Trailblazer now, right? I'll send you a Cleveland Lumberjack shirt. That'd be cool. Thank you. Houston Arrows. Portland Trailblazers seem to be headed for extinction. I that is definitely the dirty rumor going around the NBA, is that this new owner is trying to destroy the relationship with the city of Portland and basically strip all the value out of the team so that he can move it to another city, because the reality is that to buy an expansion team in the NBA is like $7 billion right now, but you could pick up Portland on the cheap for like $4 billion and then move them to wherever you wanted to put that expansion city. So who knows how true that is, but it definitely sucks to be a Trailblazers fan right now, especially considering that they have an interesting little team being built up there. There's a lot of interesting stuff that's going to happen on the court with the Trailblazers this year, and unfortunately, it's going to be obfuscated by problems with ownership and the city and fighting over finances for a new stadium or arena, and firing all the announcers and having to get used to a new announcing staff. It's just like, it's going to be weird. And they're the last bastion of basketball in the Pacific Northwest, which is true. Can't wait for Dame to come back. Yeah, I guess. I like Dame, but he'll be like 36 coming off an ACL after all of his like weird abdomen issues that kept him out for like essentially 2 seasons. It's like, what Dame is coming back, I feel the same way. People are excited about Kyrie coming back. It's like, what Kyrie do you think is coming back? The guy whose unique physical talents give him an edge, who's now 35 and coming off a 15-month injury. Tristan Cricket, nice watch streak, buddy. 120 streams. I didn't even know I'd done 120 streams until Tristan told me. If you'd asked me, I'd have said 60. Anyway, sports, right? Am I right? What did you guys all do last night? I streamed the break show. And then Emily and I we're watching the the newest season of Traders UK. It's okay. It's like the season of Traders that I've it's like connected with the cast the least in for some reason. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with them. Just it might just be that we watched 4 seasons of the Traders back to back to back to back, and maybe I'm just getting a little Trader burnout. But I can't imagine that would be it. I'm such a fan of the show. What else did I do? Watched a 3-part documentary series on the Idaho murders, and learned nothing new. other than it made my wife happy. That was nice. Played Goat Simulator with the kids for the first time. What an amazingly horrible game. That is an interesting game. Watched the break show while getting ready. My daughter's room ready to paint. Oh, wood violet. That sounds nice, which is just purple. Finished the gate to my fence. Nice. We did a lot of yard watering last night. Was another thing we did. I've been organizing my cards. I listened to Dungeon Crawler Carl a little bit and organized my cards. I was gonna finish Horus Book 2, but by the time I got into bed, my eyes were too heavy. Grinded through Trials and Arc Raiders, says Santa. I completely forgot that game. I completely forgot that game existed. Is it still pretty populated? Pretty healthy? Wood violet's the Wisconsin state flower. Just buy your first house and it feels surreal. Hell yeah, baked potato. Gardening is a lot of fun. It can be frustrating, but it is a lot of fun. We spent some time trying to figure out what to do with part of our front yard last night as well. That we just kind of a mess. Started reading Stephen King's On Writing. Really enjoying it so far. They say it's a must-read for anyone who wants to be a writer. I have a copy of it somewhere around here. I've never finished it. I've started it a few times, and I've enjoyed it. It just got away from me. Yeah, I'm on book 2 of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm almost done. I've been listening to the audiobooks, so I've got like 30 minutes left on book 2, so I'm really at the tail end of book 2. Do you like Sartre, or are you more of a Camus guy? I have a framed picture of Jean-Paul Sartre in my office right now, looking at me. I love Camus, but I don't have a picture of Camus hanging in my office. Although I do love, wow, man, I don't know. I don't think Nausea changed my life when I read it. Yeah, Nausea changed my life. Changed how I thought. It changed my understanding of myself, I should say. It didn't change how I thought. It changed my understanding of myself. And it happened at a point in my life that was so late. It was in my 40s that I just was so caught off guard to realize that I could understand myself in a different way that late in life. And that was a pretty prophetic experience. But then again, I think that I've always said that Catch-22 is my favorite book, but The Castle has not left my head since I read it. I think about Kay all the time. So I don't know. That's a good question. Who do you prefer? Nausea is a book about a man in France who experiences overwhelming waves of nausea when he contemplates humanity and his place in humanity, or a tree. And it's considered a existentialist classic. Did I watch the Catch-22 miniseries? I tried to. I didn't like it. Timeline by Michael Crichton. I've not read that one. Had my ACL surgery, so I'm taking care of. Oh, my dog had his ACL surgery. Okay. Dude, Jack went through that with his dog last year. And he was talking about how tough the recovery was because the poor dog just doesn't understand that it needs to take it easy, you know? Dogs don't know how to take it easy. I hope it goes well for you. Yeah, those are both fantastic movies. Books, not movies. What are you doing out there? Oh. Getting a dog to chill out is difficult. It's impossible if it's my dog. What's up, Slimeritas? No problem. I don't know what you're thinking me for. Have you ever played Deadly Premonition? No, we talked about it yesterday. I don't. I've tried. Couldn't do it. The gameplay was too janky for me to find the charm in it. Definitely been doing a lot of reading lately. It's sort of a reading renaissance. It's been really nice. Especially considering there's just been fuck all to watch on television. to get. I can't. It's like the dead period in sports. I'm mad at baseball still, so I'm still taking my self-imposed break from baseball this season because of the stupid MLB app. And I guess it just makes sense that I'd have to read a bunch because there's fucking nothing to watch on television. Absolutely nothing. I just showed my daughter the flower, and now she's even more excited to get paint on the walls. Hell yeah. Speaking of books, Nightbot is right. Everyone should check out Must Love Taco's book, Therist. There's a link to it right now in the chat. My husky had ACL surgery, and the surgeon was like, no running or jumping. She's a husky. Just do your best. Yeah. All right. Should we get into the game? We've been fucking off here for 30 minutes. I'm still waiting on the series that I regularly watch to come back with their next series. So now I'm just rereading Discworld series by Terry Pratchett. I have Guards. It's going to be my entry into the Discworld series, which I'm going to read. I don't know. Eventually, my next physical book is going to be Therist, and then I have 2 books my mom gave me, and then I want to read the next Horus book, and then maybe Guards. Squirrels are a nightmare. Squirrels are a nightmare. Laddish links. They destroyed our outdoor furniture at our old place. Watching Geoff play games just a throwback to my uni years, watching AH and being a guardian at RTX. Hey, what's up, Arouse Ninja? 29 minutes strong. No more case of the Mondays. No, yeah, we seem to be fine, right? Like there's been no disconnect. How quickly do you read through books? It just depends, you know? I did, when I was a kid, I read voraciously. As an adult, it really just depends. Like I did like 3 back-to-back years of the 52 book challenge. And then, so I was reading pretty fast there. But then when the pandemic hit, something happened to me and I changed how I read. And it took me 3 years to read The Castle. But it was like the best 3 years of my life. And I just thought about the book for the entirety of that time, and I didn't read anything else in that period. No, yeah, nothing else in that period, just that book. And I was just totally, in a way that I've never have been before, comfortable and consumed with living in that story and not finishing it. And then after that, I followed it up with a book called a Hero of Our Time by Mikhail Lermontov, and I did it again. It took like 18 months to finish that book, short book, but I was so invested and gripped in the story and just like existing in the world in my head at that point that I was at in the book that I just was in no hurry to finish. And since then, I don't know, read a book in a week, read a book in 3 months. There seems to be no consistency anymore. I'm definitely not feeling, I'm definitely not in a hurry to finish books like I used to, or to blow through them. Franz Kafka wrote The Castle, yes, to whoever asked that. Good morning, Geoff in chat. Man, I need some Geoff to relax today. Looks like your internet is better today. It is, Mr. Fedora Mustache. We've just been kind of hanging out, shooting the shit before we get into the game just to see how things are going, and it's looking pretty good. I'm going to go grab another cup of coffee, and then maybe we'll ease our way into 1990 was the year. Gooftown Video and Whatnot was the store. It was a time of hope. It was a time of growth in America. It was a time of entertainment. And we were following our dream of owning and operating the best video store in Gooftown. Right around the corner. I'm going to get coffee. Man, I've been going through my cards like a motherfucker right now. Trying to get everything in order and ordered in such a way that I can figure out how to sell it all. Not all, obviously. I'm going to sell my collection, but I'm going to try to get rid of all my commons. And so I'm trying to choose right now between doing full series sets. Like, do I want to sell 3 copies of 2025 Top Series 2 complete, or do I just want to sell team lots? I don't know. Might try it both ways a little bit, but I got to get everything categorized and organized first. And there's, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. Now I can drink it black without issue? Hell yeah. Oh, I don't know. 75,000 cards or something? It's a bunch. I went through last year before the move, or earlier this year, well before the move, and got rid of everything that wasn't. I got rid of a lot. I got rid of like 40,000 cards. I tried to give them to Mark. He didn't want them. So I got rid of like 40,000 cards of things that I absolutely knew I didn't want or didn't have any collectability to me, and was basically left with just tops, just all the tops related stuff, and then some NBA stuff. So got to figure out how to put all that together and then try to sell it and get rid of it. You don't believe black coffee drinkers, but you're looking at one right now. It's the best. I'll tell you, Jake. I'll tell you what they told me when I was in the Army at Fort Bend Harrison, Indiana, having the coldest winter we'd had in, I don't know, 40 years at the time, and I was a duty driver out to the field, driving a van, and it was negative 20 degrees or something. And I hated coffee. I'd hated it my entire life. And it was so cold. My drill sergeant, or not drill sergeant, he might have been a drill sergeant, was like, hey, drink some coffee. It'll warm you up. And I went over there, and I didn't know how to put it together. And I was like, cream, sugar. And I was just kind of lost. And he said, let me give you a tip. I've said this a million times on a million podcasts. People here know it. But he said, I'm going to give you a tip. Learn how to drink it black. You'll save yourself a lot of hassle going forward in life. They'll always have coffee the way you take it, and you'll never have to spend minutes scrounging around trying to figure out how to make it right. It'll just be right every time. And so I drank that coffee black, and I just never put anything in it from that moment on at 18, and it served me very well, Jake. I don't even remember that guy's face or his name, but he imparted wisdom on me that has affected my entire adult life. If I bought a regulation pigeon shirt and in the box was some rando baseball card, I'd think that's so regulation. Yeah, that could happen. We've done that kind of stuff in the past. We've actually, instead of just giving away like extra cards from the break show, we've printed and made cards and stuff in the past. We've got some stuff in the works. The break show is a whole other beast. I got to get rid of all the break show cards. I want to I'm morphing into the idea that I want the break show to be a seasonal show. And at the end of the season, we liquidate everything and we just get rid of all the stock except for the regulation collection and maybe like an A to Z or something, Everything else just goes up on eBay or some form of store, and we just get rid of it and clear space for the next one because we're buried in that room. And I don't know what to do with all that stuff. I don't want to throw it away. I don't want to like nickel and dime it all either, but it's got to go somewhere. Something's got to happen to all of the thousands and thousands and thousands of items we've opened up on the break show just since regulation started, just since we got the office. I'm doing great. I prefer THC soda. Phallic Swab says Coke, but that's for everything. Allow fans to get a little piece of the show. I like that idea. Like, why do we need a autographed Jane Seymour? We really don't. We can sell that. Or like the Pratt autograph. None of us even like him. Seasonal break show is a cool idea, though you'd probably need to do some unboxing streams and your mail would overload. Yeah, I think so. I think what honestly I might do, Mr. Fedora, is part of what I'm still trying to kind of work out in my head. And this is a problem I've been running into that actually made me lament not having the break, not having So All Right anymore yesterday, and I almost thought about recording an episode of So All Right just to get some process and work through some stuff in my head because I realized that I use that podcast to do that sometimes in a way that I didn't account for, and that I'm having trouble with now. But I digress. Yeah. I got to get rid of all that shit. And the older I get, this is the thing I was going to talk about on the break on the So All Right. It just gets harder to connect the dots into ideas that work in my head that make sense. Like the idea factory of it all is slowing down, I think. Or is it maybe not even slowing down? It's just harder to want to put the fuel into it to make it go, if that makes sense. I feel myself slowing down. And so ideas like how to sell a couple thousand cards, I think I would have gotten there a lot faster in my 30s. And now in my 50s, it's just like, it just takes a while to build it out in my brain or to make it make sense or to find enough energy to want to put the momentum in that direction because it's going to be a lot of work, you know? It's fucking getting older. It's weird. It affects you in so many ways you don't anticipate. It slows you down in ways you don't anticipate. Mark has a question, Geoff. What 3 colors would I like on? I want yellow, blue, and green. Speaking is thinking for you. Well, it was always a way that like it forced me to sit down and formalize my thoughts in a way and then sit down and talk about them and then listen to those thoughts and then edit those thoughts in a way that makes sense. So it forced me to like really sit with whatever it was I was wanting to express because, you know, I wasn't just putting it out there. I also had to then listen to it, process what I was trying to express, make sure I did it properly, edit it. You know, it's like by the time me just spouting off the top of my head about some bullshit hit the airwaves, I had listened to it like 4 times, you know, and it really forced me to like. And there have been episodes that I had done with Saw, not many, 3 or 4 maybe, that I had done with Saw Right, where I got into the editing phase of it and was like, yeah, this isn't what I intended, or this isn't come out right, or I don't come across well in this, or this doesn't sound right, and then just dumped it, you know. So I guess I don't have a way to force myself to sit with a thought in the way that I did during Saw Right. It's interesting. Interesting problem. Not even really a problem. Just an interesting side effect of ending that I didn't anticipate. That was a really good swig of coffee. Let's play this game. All right. I'm describing why you started writing. Makes sense. We've only made $1,000. We have to make $10,000, I think. Trying to build up a routine now, and it's a struggle. I find that stuff, it definitely gets harder and harder to summon the enthusiasm to do the work to build the pieces of things as I get older, I find, if that makes sense. It really isn't about like, maybe it's not even about like not having the ideas. It's about like not having the fuel to run the engine to do the things. Looking great this morning. Have you been hitting the gym? I want to say something nice to you. I want to compliment you. You look great too. I wish the game would let me in some sort of official way. You look fantastic. I think I already did all the tapes and everything, right? We're probably just ready to rip. What level are we? Got our Power Patrol out. We are level... All right, we just unlocked Romance. So the next thing's Popcorn Machine. Okay. And then here, let's catch everybody up. The Static Haunting is the big new release. Here's our new Romance section over here. And Everything else is as it was. Okay. Before we get started in the game, everything is good. It sounds, you can hear it. Everything's fine. Volume's fine. Nothing weird. I hate getting 30 minutes in and having you guys go, oh, yeah, there was no audio this whole time. We're good? Okay. Absolutely. Looks great and sounds great. All right. Let's go ahead and hit the sign. Whoop. Hand out some flyers. Hello. Take this.
Oh.
Hey. Hey, 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 hey. Take it.
Oh.
Hey. Oh, you bitch. Come here. Oh, he's returning one. Here, you. Take this. Boop. Boop. And I'll just stand here and in the need help. We know our movies. Stand by the sign. You can pick up 5 flyers at a time. Well, I know, but then I'll get stuck with a bunch of flyers in my hand. I like the one at a time thing. It makes you pass out 5 flyers at a time earlier on in the game. I just was more doing that just for the role play, the silly role play of it. You're just doing your job. I get it. That was nice of you. We'll waive his fees next time. I guess I better get to my thankless task of restocking the All right. Fuck. All right. My goal today is to throw less than 10 tapes. That's 2. We're off to a rough start. I threw a second one before I could get the idea out to you that I had after throwing the first one. All right. I also have a Band-Aid on my thumb. Last night, man, you want to talk about fucking something that sucked. We have to give Albert these shots every 10 days. He has to get 2 allergy shots. And it's like, just like going to, it's gross. Hold on a second. I don't think so. I haven't seen have you seen a green wallet? Anyway, so I have to like take the vials out of the fridge and mix them up and then pull it out like with a real needle and nape of the neck, give them 2 different allergy shots every 10 days of his fucking life, which is brutal. But last night, you want me to pick you an adult movie I think you'll enjoy? That's so weird, man, but there you go. I really think you'll enjoy that. I guess that's what I'm here for. It is the sign. It doesn't say non-porn related advice. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'll do that. So, giving the dog his shots last night. And then what you do at the end is you put the needle back in the cap and then you twist the cap. Putting the cap on the second needle last night, and somehow I did it just wrong, and those needles are sharp enough that the needle went through the plastic cap, which has never happened before, and I shoved that needle right up my thumb. Oh, it hurt so bad to shove a fucking syringe like into my thumb. Given that dog age, yeah, now I'm gonna have dog allergies. I've given that dog 2 shots every 10 days, more or less. You miss a few here or there, for the last 2 years, almost 2 years, probably like a year and 10 months, and that's never happened to me until last night. Couldn't believe it. There you go. Enjoy. I'm going to live stream turning into a dog now. On the bright side, I'm now vaccinated against kennel cough and parvo. All right. You again. God, that didn't take you long. Here you go. How about that one? Speaking of which, I gotta buy porn tonight out the back. Okay. How we doing on time? 6 p.m. It's almost porn o'clock. Perfect. So yeah, I do not recommend, if you can at all avoid it, do not shove a dirty dog syringe into your thumb. 3. Fuck. Romance. Well, romance isn't really tearing up the shelves. That's all right. Hello. Godfather Tragedy that I reserved. I believe I have that over here for you. There you go. Enjoy. Have a great night. Thank you so much. Tell your friends. Fuck. 4. 5. Fuck. 5. Fuck. Fuck. I can't fucking believe. What's the new movie called? The Static Haunting? Are they just all out, I guess? I didn't put it in the wrong section or anything. Static Haunting would be horror. I don't see any Static Hauntings up there. Not action, right? No. What? Well, there's No Tub in the Farm and Rooster and Spellbook have the same fucking cover. Interesting. Interesting. And it's not sci-fi, technically. This is, though. The other one is. The Star Wars one is. I guess they're just all out. Man, they're popular movies. None back yet, either. Okay. Every time I accidentally throw a tape, you drink? Yeah. What are we at 5? God damn, dude. Does that mean when they lose the sticker, they aren't considered new release anymore? I assume so, yeah. I think when they leave the system as a new release, then the sticker's gone. I'm still leaving this in the new release section, though, because it's the 3rd most recent movie. Just that it seems that we're all out of 1 and 2. Before I do that, that would have boned us right there. What's up, porno guy? I'll buy this. 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 You got anything else? All right, spicy choice. Fuck. Six. That was unfortunately most definitely number 6. Hard to hide that one. Okay. Nice. Got another. My sweet and tasty dessert and chocolate covered Big Toe. Apparently 2 different films. Too Hot for My Parent. Gross. Okay. How we do? Bad. That's a bad day for us. Wonder what we did so badly. Oh, popcorn machine. It kind of has where it says Fall Day 18. It kind of has something about the font or the way it's presented reminds me of Dead Rising. Like Day 3, hour 72. I guess we should fix this. Hey, bud. Wow. As a kid going to Blockbuster when we very rarely were allowed to get popcorn, it was a celebration. Man. The impulse little aisles that they made you go through at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video were so fucking delicious and dangerous. All right. Notice how we didn't throw any movies there. I feel like that was a big win for us. Is this action? It is. Static. Colossal Jester is action. Horror. Okay. Thank you for the sub. Very nice of you. I feel terrible. I didn't get you anything. Oh, Star Wars coming back. That's good. Seven. I need to formulate some sort of a legitimate punishment for myself where I'm more incented not to do it. Like if I get screwed over in some way. Like I have to play for an extra hour or something. Although I can't do that today because I got stuff to do after this, but we're gonna she's off today, so we are going to spend some time together today. And you can't stop us. Don't even try. Maybe the one that feels cheaper than the others probably doesn't feel the same. Everybody's probably... Huh? That's what I thought. Ow. Fuck. That's 8. Do we have way too many horror? Dwama. It's because there's so goddamn much drama. Still more horror. Okay. Yeah, easy peasy. All right. Good enough. You about ready for this, Dennis? I am too. Watch movie or die, right? That's what we say here at Gooftown Movies and whatnot. See the catalog for more info. Add here. Maybe here. Sidewalk sign. Oh, level 10. I see you're counting when Geoff yeets a tape across the desk. What happens when we get to 10? I'm a loser. That is a good question. I don't know what happens when we get to 10. But it can't be good. Store expansion. Certainly not ready for that yet. Although we have managed to save a little bit of money. Where's our list of accomplishments right here? 10,000 in total revenue. Oh, can I claim it? I can claim this one. No, it's already been claimed. Claimed. How do I... Huh. Well. Excellent. Like there was a few in there we weren't aware of. That's wonderful. Adult snow cones? Did I? Man, we're we could even make our store bigger if we wanted to. For $1,000. Do we want to make our store bigger? I feel like if we need to do anything right now, it's maybe just make them taller. Like this is nice. This holds 5. And this... Let's go another day with what we have. Oh, do we need to look at any movies or anything? We're good. All right. Let's run it. Let's just see how we do. It may need some simple syrup if you try, though, because the ice could do weird things to the flavor. Oh, no. I don't know what we're trying, but that sounds good. You know when friends a salad? Geoff, have you tried to make a snow cone with cold brew coffee yet? No, but that just sounds like iced coffee pretty quickly. Does that work? I mean, I guess it would, right? Ads got me. Let me kill those. There, kill those ads for you. How about that? Ads ain't got shit on you. Yeah, I was gonna talk to you guys about this. Do we need to expand the store? Is there any point? I mean, we can still move up. We can still move the shelves out to the side. You know, I was thinking about that. I don't think you need to yet, right? Like, if I was going to do anything crazy, I'd probably get rid of all these and replace them with these. I could also expand over here and move this over and put another one of these here. Actually, what I can do... If I can tell you what... That's... It's like hanging out with his older brother. Did I go 5 or 6? I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna do spin 6.
Hey, somebody.
We're making a monstrosity here, but we're cobbling it together. It'll eventually all come out in the wash and make sense. But it's gonna be it's like our store's just entering into puberty, and so things are getting a little awkward. Actually, you right here. You there. Put you here. Now, take all these horror tapes. Here. Nine. Really, fucking watch myself for the next bit. All right. So now we're back to drama, action, sci-fi, horror, action, drama, adult, drama, horror. See, we can get, might as well get it organized, right? Shit. Romance, 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 and then over here, horror, horror, and then drama, 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 sci-fi, sci-fi, action, action. I think we've done good work here. I think we've done really good work here. I'm very happy with this. See, we didn't really need to expand the store at all. We just needed to do some organizing, make it make sense. This is really going to help our flow. Might as well. Sorry, I have to relearn how to play the fucking game. And then what other candies are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, let's buy more candy. I feel like we're leaving a lot of delicious options on the table. Ah, shit. Is that not gonna work? Can that work? How about that? I don't have room for something there. Oh, fuck. If only that would fit right there. Yeah. Why not, right? Sweet Buster. You gotta do Sweet Busters. I don't know if I needed the breakfast bar, honestly. Super Chips. You gotta do Super Chips. Alright, we'll just do in a row. See, that's nice though, right? Galaxy is one of the biggest chocolate brands in the UK. It's creamier than Cadbury. I'm not sure these are the same brands, though. Being able to stagger the shelf is really nice. I agree. All right. I think we're ready to go. Let's have a great day today, Dennis. Don't be shy. Come on in. Don't be afraid. Good movies in here. We got the movies you want, unless you want comedy. We don't have that. But we have romance, we have sci-fi, we have action, we have drama, we have horror. Adult. Come on in. Ah. Now the phone's ringing? I just sat down. I gotta rewind the tape. I'm coming. God damn it. Video store. Okay. Alright, action's over here. We know that now. Horror's over here. We know that now. Sci-fi's over here. We know that now. Drama in the middle. Porno. Sci-fi. Drama. Nope. Can't be putting you there. What I got? What can I do for you? Yeah. Relic Starship. Here you go.
Oh.
Enjoy. Horror. Action. Popcorn. We got popcorn. Don't forget about the popcorn. Have you been pushing the popcorn? Let people know about the popcorn. Doing a good job there. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you want to watch a movie, you will, because we're the only video store in town. Thank you. How rude. You break it, you buy it. What's so hard to understand about that? Ooh. I'm gonna watch your technique. Well, I guess I didn't really get to see much of the technique there. Man, these people make really odd levels of eye contact. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Popcorn? Popcorn? Hey, just want to let you know. I saw you in the line back here. We have popcorn now, if you're interested. Hey, welcome into the store. We have popcorn. Oh, you had a question about a movie? If you have any questions about popcorn or snacks, let me know. Midnight Uncle Drive, yeah. Got the movie. Now all you need is, you guessed it, popcorn. I wish I could see how it's made. That's cool, though. Yes. She took my suggestion. We're a real movie store now, man. Popcorn and everything. Who would have thought? Look at us now. Hello. Disco Queen's dogfight. Hey, bud. Long day. Watched a new Mario Galaxy movie last night, and Vox was not happy with how they portrayed Fox from Star Fox. I thought it was funny. Never seen any of those movies. Dennis isn't sleeping well. We need to get him a CPAP. He's eligible for health care in another 60 days. Full health care, full benefits working here at the Gooftown video store and whatnot. Hey, I like your shirt. Very cool shirt. What can I help you with? Do you have a drama? Yeah, sure. A drama to recommend to someone who's lonely. There you go. Okay. Hello. Galactic Rebellion. Got it. It's a popular one these days. Ah! All right. Well, that's 10. We didn't beat any. I guess we're setting. We're setting the level today. See if we can keep it at 10. Hello, Toadstool's last toad. There you go.
Oh.
Fuck. $11. Fucking 11. Sucks. Okay. Put that back on the shelf, and these as well. Probably stayed open late for that dickhead. Man, I feel so defeated right now. Okay, day. Heartbreak, man. What was this? Is this us? I don't remember seeing that. That's pretty cool. Why can I have that, but not this? How's this under construction? Oh yeah, you got punched in before you start your day. Same. What we got here? Meet me out back every Tuesday and Thursday if you're... Oh yeah, Jerk It tapes. Perfect. Is that today? Cool. I have to remember to buy our porno today. Can't. Not much else we can do. It's not a new tape day. Ooh, what is that? action thing. We upgraded our store. We didn't sell any of the new snacks yesterday, I noticed. Or maybe 1, 2, 3. Sold some snacks. These are the dog days of video store ownership, I guess. Another day, another pile of tapes. Piles just get bigger and I get older. Over and over again until your hands are full. All you can do is just blindly shove a tape on a shelf. Anywhere but in your hand, right? Just hope you don't throw it. Okay. God, we're humming here. Until you. Okay. Star Wars? Horror? 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 Star Wars? Star Wars? Uh-oh. 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 Fine you to oblivion, motherfucker. Uh-oh. I really don't need to answer the phone right now. I'm trying to deal with this. Yes, we'll slice your virus. Chocolate covered big toe. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Okay. It's very Nick coated. Alright. The solution would be to go bigger here. We're gonna have to. We're just gonna have to. We're just gonna have to do it. We might as well go bigger here. Standard 6. $200. So pricey. Okay, here we go though. Back in our awkward teen phase, but it'll all make sense eventually. These sons of bitches. Yes. You can do it one at a time. Okay. Now I gotta get rid of you. Sell object. Okay. There we go. Alright. Solve that problem. This is a no magic run. Popcorn's going. Just a normal day. Although we do have the in the back. Okay. Let's do it. Geoff, try to make some popcorn so you can see the process. For the birds. I wonder if I could just make 1,000 popcorns and put them out there if they'd all stay. Incorrectly placed, Ron. I'm looking for something new. Do you have a new release movie to recommend? Boy, do I. That one. I hope you enjoy it. And have a great day. And you have a great day. And you have a great day. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day. I already told you I hope you have a great day, but I still hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day. You're not even my customer yet, but I hope you have a great day. Also, there's a flyer.
Oh.
Captain is in the air. Captain is in the air. I think I want to watch the 1975, I think it's 75, maybe 76, Gene Hackman movie Night Moves. Saw a TikTok about it last night. Made it look fun. Watched the trailer. Trailer looked really good. I've heard of it my whole life, never seen it. I'm going to try to find time to do that this week. What's up, Vulinkus? This fucking drift. Shout out Bob Seger. Can you throw movies out the door? Certainly try. Yeah? Put them out the door. Put it right here. Free movie. Litter the ground with movies. Things are fine there. That's good. Thank you for the sub, Ella Buster. Highly recommend The Conversation and The French Connection for awesome Gene Hackman performances. Yes, of course. Absolutely. Especially, hold on. Do I have that over there? Yeah, French Connection and The Conversation are both classics. Hello. There you go. Have a nice day. What do we get next? Our big reveal? We just got the popcorn machine. New movie genre. Wow. I didn't realize there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So many more to go. When can I start getting that stuff? 16, 14, 10. I'm getting this now. Prepared desk level 12. System 21. Oof. Is that popcorn still out there? It is. Oh, sorry. Hello. A slice from my virus. You know, without the money If you could dump the HUD. Yeah, it's a shame. You could have backgrounds here. I think it's already uncensored, isn't it? I think you can censor the porn. Retro Rewind. Mark the Frogs painting salamanders. What are the regulation colors? Just black and white, I guess. That's not very festive or fun, though. Is today Tuesday? Weird shoes. Today's Tuesday? Purple, yeah, purple and green would be good. Gurple. Let's do a Gurple. Yeah, so... Are you sleeping again? Tomorrow, maybe we'll, Fuck. Can't finish the thought around here. Tomorrow, maybe we'll do backgrounds in Halo. Instead of playing this. Not that I don't like this. I'm plenty happy with this. Although it levels slow. And I wish we'd get there a little faster. But, I think maybe tomorrow we mix it up. And we do a little Halo backgrounds. I kind of want to redo the ones I already did. I haven't turned them into Nick yet anyway. Just give me some action. Just give me some action. Just ping-ponging around. Oh, gross. What's up, dude? There you go. Okay. Exactly what I didn't need to see is the fucking needle. 12. There it is again. 12 is 12 is where we are. Maybe that's how we'll end the stream with 12 if we're lucky. So I got about a half hour to go though. Hello, sir. What can I do for you? Galactic Rebellion. You got the... No, this is not what you wanted. You wanted Galactic Rebellion. I do have a copy of it. There you go. Got lucky there. Got real lucky there. Are there any more achievement guides coming out, or was Skull's Terminals a one-off? Skull's Terminals is a one-off. There is going to be a playthrough of us doing remix. Well, so technically, I guess no. There's one more coming. In that there's an achievement to beat a campaign in remix mode without dying, and so we are doing a playthrough of that where we try to get that achievement. So I guess technically that's a guide, but it's really just a series of Let's Plays. At some point, we'll start Lasso. We have not started that. We're doing this remix thing first. No idea how long that's going to take. We've already filmed 2 videos, so at least 2. And that's all we have planned for Halo. I'll do backgrounds. We'll do the remix series. We'll do a Lasso series at some point. And I think that's pretty much it, yeah. It was a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. I had a whole lot of fun searching for terminals and skulls with the boys, like the old days. It doesn't seem real that I know it's so dumb because I'm sitting here playing a video game and talking to you guys right now, but it doesn't seem real that if I go back out, does he restock or anything? No, it doesn't seem real that that was my job, and that that was literally what I did for a living, and it's just crazy that that was something that a window in time a fella got to do for a job. Okay, really beefing up our porn section. That was a better day. Still not having the heights that we were having around the. I guess a lot of it has to do with launching new movies. Special event demolition derby. What does that have to do with? Oh, is it like going through the city? Whoa. Interesting. Still rocking the popcorn machine. Huh? It's this way. Retro rewind. Toy shelf pinball machine. Okay. All right. Cars will randomly crash into your store. I guess I better put these movies away. What are we at? Can somebody give me a count on thrown tapes? I mean, I literally just bought 6 pornos from that dude in front of you guys like 3 minutes ago. 11, thank you. My hands are full. You. Boop, boop, boop. Just a couple boring boops over here. There we go. Oh my God, it's crazy that you don't get another employee for so long. Because I feel like we could put them to use. Guess can't grow too fast, you know. Slow and steady wins the race. Really, I guess it really only goes one way. Interesting. Action movie, action movie, action movie. Okay. Turn the sign on. Let's get the fucking day going. All right. You're streaming a good time for Europe. Hello, European regulation commenters. I tried to. I definitely tried to. I also just like getting up in the morning and getting my day going, you know. I'm a morning guy. You can get more traffic in your store by decorating the store. Well, I mean, I watch a movie or die. Dinosaur. Hot dog. We also have a doormat. Buy some small neon signs. Oh, just that one sign. Okay. Cool. Well, can I put it on the window? Seems like it would go on the window. Cannot. Can I put it up here? Cannot. I can put it right there. That doesn't make any sense. There. Watch movie or die. Heart. Perfect. It shed blue in one of the windows, did it really? Yeah, well, it's perfect there. We'll buy another one. Don't be the heart. Be something different this time. What's the fucking heart again? Oh, it did. There you go. Perfect. Hello. The static haunting. We do have that. Yes. Yes. Is the popcorn still out? The popcorn's still out there. So I really don't know what more these people could ask of me. We've got 2 hearts in the store. You can use a button to go in a special mode to change the look of objects, walls, etc.
Hey.
Perfect. Even better. Bad film. Okay. There's a bad film for you. Hope he doesn't enjoy it. Are you looking over at the heart? Watch movie or die, though. Every morning, Ridgefield. Pipe Bomb says, "Aw, I put a lot of thought into that question." Let's see what the question was. Okay. Many people will become well known, develop a different sense of what it means to be heard and valued by their peers and community. Let me just read that part again. Many people who become well known develop a different sense of what it means to be heard and valued by their community. Many people well known develop a different sense of what it means to be heard and valued by their peers and community. Okay. After spending years as a public figure, how have you managed your public persona while maintaining authentic relationships and a sense of personal identity? Public. I think that it just becomes second nature at some point. I think in you know, so much of how we found success from the early days of Red versus Blue up until today with regulation, so much of how I've found success in my career has been through, I think, relatable authenticity. And I think that anytime I've tried to stray away from authenticity, it hasn't worked out well for me. And so at the end of the day, I'm really, as an entertainer, I'm selling me. And so there really isn't much of a distinction between the public persona and the private person. You know? May have been different when I was younger. That's been a slow process to kind of figure out as I've advanced through my career. This is an interesting question,
Hey.
for sure. But yeah, I think at some point you just like, I've been doing it for 25 years, you know? At some point it just, you don't even, it's like I don't think about driving a car, you just drive a car, you know? It's kind of the same thing at this point. Do you ever find it hard that you're so similar on off screen? I don't know how to be any different than I am. So no. You know, you let me find this copy of Sad Computer real fast. You definitely put your most energetic foot forward when you're in content or you're presenting yourself through content. So you're maybe, you know, a slightly enhanced version or amped up version of yourself. But yeah, I don't really want to be anybody else. So there's also the reality that people resonate with authentic. Yeah, I mean, I really think that's what it is. At the end of the day, it's like I think that more each subsequent generation craves authenticity more than the previous one, and that's what they're responding to. I think that's what people initially responded to. At the end of the day, really boiled down to with the emergence of YouTube and Vimeo and online video platforms, people were, without even realizing it for years, people were responding to the authenticity of real, honest to God, individual people out there. And that has only continued to snowball. To the point where it hit a wall. Social media hit a wall. And now nothing is authentic anymore. And everything is couched under the guise of authenticity, but it's not. And I think people really sniff that out. Especially the younger generations really sniff that out. But it's also, you know, a lot of it for me is I am 25 years into a career in entertainment, 24, 25, somewhere around there, years into a career in entertainment, which is the equivalent of like 5 careers in entertainment. Like, this is not an industry that you get to spend a lot of time in. You know, it's hard to have, it's exceedingly hard to be lucky enough to have longevity in a space like this. And I think about that constantly. You know, I think about that constantly. I think about the people that I came up with, the people that I started with, the other websites, the other productions, the people that I met along the way, the where are they now of it all, and where am I now? And maybe also part of it is because I had a lot of shitty jobs before I found success with Rooster Teeth. I worked a lot of manual labor jobs, a lot of blue collar, a lot of like underappreciated jobs. And so I hopefully never will lose sight of that, because this wasn't my first job like it is for a lot of internet entrepreneurs. I think that I just I feel really fucking lucky, like genuinely. I know it's a thing that everybody says, you know, it's a humble thing to say, you're supposed to say, but I genuinely feel fucking lucky every single day of my life that I get to wake up and roll out of bed and into a chair where I play a video game, where I pretend to run a VHS store in 1990, or I film backgrounds in a racing game, you know? And I do that for 2 or 3 hours with you guys, and then I go to the other part of my day job where I get to hang out with my best friend in the world and my other best friends and just try to make each other laugh, you know? And then we play video games on top of that and talk about our favorite sodas and rank them. It's like, I'm so fucking lucky. I'm so fucking lucky. Every day of my life, I'm so fucking lucky that I get to do this, that I don't think I'll ever take it for granted. I think you get to a point in life where you realize, you can see, you've lived enough life to be able to see it in some form, of some macro form, some total form, and that gives you a perspective. And that perspective for me has just been how incredibly fortunate I am. Not only that I've had the career that I've had and that I've gotten to do all the things that I've gotten to do, but that I get to do this today and that I'm going to do it tomorrow and for the foreseeable future. You know, it's the fucking headiest, most insane thing that I walked into a tech support center, introduced myself to Gus in 1998, and now here in 2026, I'm still doing that, the thing that started that day. That's crazy. How many homes were bought playing with video games? 4. 4 homes. 3. My first home had nothing to do with video games. So I guess my first home I bought with my VA home loan. So I guess 3 were bought with video games. But yeah. But you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a great question. And how do you balance it all? But I think the real thing is just how do you, for me, it's a lot less about that and more of just like, how do you not take it for granted? Because when it goes away, and it will go away at some point, it's gone. And, you know, at this point now, we talk about this a lot at Regulation. Eric and I talk about this a lot at Regulation, recognizing that, you know, the hardest thing in the world to do, I wish I didn't speak in such absolutes. One of the more difficult things to do is recognize when you're in the moment, when you're in the golden era, you know, when you're in your salad days. And we are in our golden era of Regulation and just trying to, but we acknowledge and understand and see that and feel that and just wanting to live it and enjoy it and soak it up and appreciate it and get everything that we can out of it while we're there, because, you know, it's really fortunate to get to be in another golden era of anything. You know, you're lucky to get one, let alone a handful. And just, you know, just trying to appreciate, like, genuinely, we had a long conversation about this yesterday before the break show, just genuinely appreciate what we're doing and how fortunate we are to be able to do it. Do you ever get that weird anxiety of like, what if I never talked to Gus or went to that party and my life ended up totally different, even though you can't change the past? Anxiety? No. No, I love to have those what ifs. If anything, it's funny. This is a big issue I had with in therapy, where my therapist thought it was really unhealthy that I spent too much time looking back and daydreaming about different branching paths. The thing about my life is that I've been pretty excited about most of it, and I've been pretty excited about every opportunity I've had. And there have been points in my life when I've had to make difficult decisions, you know, take an off ramp here or stay on this path, or take a left here or take a right, and both options seem equally good. And so you just roll the dice and you take the one that you do. And so I sometimes look back and wonder if, you know, just how, like, I think that all those versions of me would have been very happy. I think that all of the different left turns and right turn Geoffs out there that would have existed if I, you know, had done things differently, would have found happiness and joy in life and in different ways. And I don't know that the way that I'm at right now, the place that I'm at right now, I couldn't imagine being happier. I don't know that this was the right one. You know, I don't know that there was a wrong one or a right one. I think they're all just different. And I, like I said, I used to spend a lot of time just thinking about those different versions and how things would have turned out differently if I'd never left Telenetwork, if I had done in a good way, you know. And my therapist said ultimately that's not the healthiest thing to do, and that I should spend more time looking forward than back, especially considering things are good, you know. But it's your favorite conversation to have with yourself, yeah. But I do it constantly. I do it every day of my life. I'd have been I was happy at that call center. I loved working. As much as someone can love a job like that, I loved it. I loved a lot of the people that were there. I think I would have continued to be happy. I don't know what it would have looked like in my life to watch Gus and Bernie and those guys take off and have not been there for it, but I don't get FOMO in that way as much. And you know, I walked away from Catch 22 and they offered to teach me how to play guitar if I would move back to New Jersey and be the guitar player in the band or a guitar player in the band. And I turned that down. So I don't think I would have had FOMO necessarily. I don't know. It's something to think about. I could have been in Catch 22, yeah. Yeah, they told me they thought it'd take about 14 months to get me trained up where I could play on stage and be considered a member of the band. So I put in my 2 weeks notice. I put in a 2-month notice at Telenetwork and set about trying to sell my house and move back to New Jersey to join Catch 22. And then after about a week of it, I had a hard talk with myself and realized that I was running from some stuff and that I was trying to escape something and that I hadn't given Austin enough of a chance yet, and changed my mind and turned it down and rescinded my resignation at Telenetwork and made RVB. But I was their roadie for many years. Not many years. 2, 3 years, whatever. It was such a hard decision. I'm excited to start a new journey. I'm terrified. It's going to be great, Beef Stroganoff. You have to let us know how it goes. Keep us updated. Every little step along the way. Getting to take a new journey is the best. You're right about how each generation wants more authenticity. I teach high school, and what has gotten students to like my classes is being authentic and real with them as much as possible when appropriate. Most of the coworkers just complain about how all the kids are lazy, but they just put on this dated teacher persona instead of being authentic. I think there's an element of that. I think that kids aren't lazy. I think that they just have been given a pretty grim view of their future, and they're not jazzed about it. Do you ever go update your own Wikipedia? No, no. Being a roadie back then was probably way better than now. I'm sure it was very different. How many rooms are you? Wait, where'd that go? How many rooms are you in daily where you're probably the coolest person in the room? 0, because Albert's always next to me. A lot of dry ramen and being spit on by venue workers. I just remember it being a lot of stinky armpits and smelly shoes, sleeping on floors. That's really sweet of you to say, Danstad. Thank you so much. Thinking about committing some more time to getting my YouTube channel going. Not to form a career, but because I grew up with it and I've always wanted to try. You're going into it with the right reasons then. Don't go into it to try to form a career or to make money. If you go into it because you want to do it and you have a passion for it and you get something out of it, like that's where you want to be. You definitely should try, because once you try, you'll know. You'll know, oh, this is exactly what I wanted it to be, or, oh, this isn't what I thought it was. And either way, you'll know. And that knowing is so much better than not knowing. Your wife started her first week in the OR last week. Oh, how's that? How's she handling it? Is it stressful? I bet it's scary. I love mentor Geoff moments. This goes back to being genuine conversation. If you do it for fun, it'll show in your content. That's true. It is really true. So much of what I watch now in my own personal viewing in the YouTube space is because of just people who are so genuinely enthusiastic about what they're doing that they're just like a breath of fresh air. I watched this kid. I've been watching this kid for a little bit lately named Matt Spears. I think that's his name. Do you know who he is? He builds these contraptions to ride old, broken down, discontinued railroads on. Just something so warm and delightful about his joy in what he's doing makes a 30-minute video go by like 10 seconds. She loves the OR. The stories she tells are insane. I can imagine. Part of the enjoyment I get from streaming is that I don't feel the need to put on a character just to hang out. Yeah. What kind of content have you been consuming lately? Shows, books, podcasts, etc. We were talking about that earlier a little bit, Sierra. It's kind of a dead period right now. I've been reading a lot of books and listening to a lot of audiobooks because there hasn't been much on TV, unfortunately. I watched, while Emily was out of town, I watched all of Ride or Die on Amazon with Hannah Wadsworth and Octavia Spencer. That was okay. It was worth watching, but it wasn't like the greatest thing I've ever seen. Watch a guy on TikTok who literally just cuts bread every day. Man, don't get me started on cheese TikTok. It's the best. I know, right? I know exactly what you're talking about. You ever watch Clarkson's Farm? I haven't. I hear it's fantastic, though. Lioness is supposedly good. It's a Taylor Sheridan show, right? Finished the Foundation TV series in a month. I watched half of season 1 and I enjoyed it. And you just reminded me that I fell off and never finished it. I need to get back to it. We've been watching season 3 of Silo, but I think we've only watched the first 2 episodes. We're trying to bank it so that we can kind of binge. I started From the other night, but it was too scary. I was watching it alone, so I turned it off. Yeah, really. Most of last night was this fucking Idaho murder documentary, 3-part series that I didn't think was particularly well put on. Foundation, I've read the first 3, 4. I don't know. I read almost all of Isaac Asimov's catalog in high school. I went through an intense Isaac Asimov phase. His autobiography actually, I thought was pretty tremendous, and I got a lot out of on a personal level. Taught me I learned some things about how to interact with other people in that book. I learned some lessons through him learning lessons. Dark Winds on AMC. I watched the first season of Dark Winds. Maybe 2 seasons. I enjoyed it. I've been reading A Place of Greater Safety. It's about the French Revolution and the Montagnards. Insanely well written, but dense as hell. Best historical fiction novel I've read in years. That's cool. Dungeon Crawler Carl a month ago, and I'm on book 5. Yeah, that's what I've been listening to when I sort cards. I'm almost done with book 2. Like very close to like 30 minutes left on book 2, and then I'll be done. And then I don't know if I'll just jump right into book 3 or I'll listen to something else. I think I might listen. I think I might take a Carl break after 2 books back to back and listen to some other books. And then I need to finish physically reading that Horace book. Our kids are so inundated by technology all around them that they're just shut down from the anxiety. All the kids I work with act out in different ways, and it all roots from the same thing. They watch on their waist, the phone in their pocket, the watch on the waist, the wrist, the phone in the pocket, the games they play that make them do dailies. They have all been growing up with the FOMO all around them, and the weight has crushed them, and the ability to regulate their emotions or think clearly. Yeah, they're also not learning as well. Have you read Lies of Locke Lamora? I haven't. I haven't read it. I think it was recommended to me by Ashley Burns, I want to say. I think UK schools are banning phones. They should. US should as well. Genuinely, we've lost a generation. We've created the first generation of humans that are less intelligent than their predecessors in like the last 200 years. And it's because of fucking cell phones in school. We really need to reverse course on that immediately. MySpace is trying to make a comeback. I did see that, yeah. Had a 19-year-old kid who worked with who couldn't put his phone down the second he disengaged from anything. His phone was back, and it was super aggravating. Yeah, I can see. I mean, it happens to me too. You know, Emily and I both struggle with phone addiction and trying to keep it out of our hands. She's more successful at it than I am. Really enjoyed the Metro games and have now started reading the books they're based on, and they're pretty great. I wanted to like those games. I liked everything. I liked the idea. I enjoyed watching Ray play them back in Achievement Hunter days, but when I would sit down and play it, it just was never fun to me. But the story's cool. I bet the books are good. Any advice from my girlfriend who quit her crappy Target job yesterday? She feels optimistic, but also bad. Well, it sounds like she hated where she worked. And if you guys can still pay the bills without her working a crappy Target job, then I just wouldn't look back. I would just find a new fun job that hopefully isn't crappy, or that if it is crappy, it doesn't reveal itself to be crappy until you've been there for a while. And then you find the secret that it's crappy, and then you move on again. As a former teacher, any worst thing was Chromebooks in the classroom. Ooh. I had to put a mirror in the back of the class. Jesus.
Oh.
All right. I'm in the mood for an adult movie. Okay. I'm going to finish today out. I need to finish this. What is it? 8 p.m. Friday? Yeah. So we'll finish out the day and then we'll call it. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, whatever. I don't care. It's Friday. Nice hat, buddy. You're a tall drink of water. Is there any... Albert hears the ding. I swear he thinks it's a doorbell. And he hears the ding in this game sometimes. Hello. Sad computer. Everyone loves a sad computer. Song of the day today, Sad Professor by R.E.M. There you go. I hate how I wound up. Sure.
Oh.
Not R.E.O., R.E.M. Sure. Who? You got this? Okay. How you doing over there, Emily? This lady reserved a movie. Just grabbing it for her. Yeah, I'm doing okay so far. We haven't had a day that beat the day our days yesterday yet, which is weird, but we've been doing well. I added some art. Supposedly that'll help. Like I put a sign that says "Watch movie or die," and then I put a heart there. That's pretty cool. And I put a play button up here. Yeah, so you know, these will turn around. Oh boy, do I! Here's my new release section right here. You can see the new releases are all out right now. Got to get them checked back in. Fuck! 12. I'm trying not to throw tapes. It's my 12th one today. I do. I saw popcorn right here. Thank you. I opened that up today, actually. Hi. 13. Okay. So we're not going to play this tomorrow, probably. Because we'll probably do backgrounds. But if we do, or when we play this again, 13 is the number to beat. Are you fucking serious right now? Come aboard. We're expecting you. Love boat. Captain is in the air tonight. The lightkeeper's diver. All right. Are you guys doing well there? You don't need me for anything? Fuck. 14. Man, we have fallen apart in the 11th hour. Not good. $14.
Hey.
Man, lost inventory is a real thing. These tapes are fragile. I don't remember being this fragile, but I guess they were. Man, having the new ordering that we've done has made it so much easier. So much easier. Good for the day. We got nothing back here. All right, let's close up and finish the day, get our XP, and then see how we finished. And that'll be it for us. $410 today. 96 movies rented. That's the best day we've ever had. It was our first $400 day. That's amazing. Christmas movies. We still don't have comedy, but we have Christmas now. I don't know. Uh-huh. And it's beautiful. That's from you. See this Gooftown movies and whatnot?
Oh, I love it.
Looks just like Gooftown cards and whatnot. And then you go in and you got here's your action section, sci-fi, drama. Save that for your mama.
Movies, or are they like
Horror.
spoof
No,
names?
they're spoof names. Snacks, new releases, snacks, romance, porno.
I was going to ask if you had any.
Oh, Mister, fix my family. My sweet and
Oh,
tasty
why is
dessert.
The dog on it?
I know, right?
Oh.
It's that one's called Too Hot for My Parent. No
Wait,
idea.
why do they all have a dog? Do they all have a dog on the cover?
No, not all of them.
Okay, that one does, and
The
then
foot
down
one-
there it does.
That one doesn't.
What is that one? Bad boy. That's you and me.
The bad boy and his treasure. Yeah. I want to eat some of this candy so fucking bad though. Like, how good does a moon bike bar look?
Whoa.
Or
Can you see
fudge
what's in-
slime? Ugh.
Galaxy bar looks like
Crunchzilla.
I'd eat Crunchzilla.
That's the new big movie right now, Static Haunting. It's out. Yeah, it's
Is
pretty
that,
cool.
What would that be? Exorcist or Poltergeist? Poltergeist. Huh?
Yeah, it'd be like Poltergeist kind of, for
and
sure.
I guess that and the Ring.
Yeah, but you can see all these. Like, here's the skeleton on the bridge, Dr. Lane's chosen tentacle, Spaceman failed studies, Poetry is dead. So these just it's all fake stuff. Plant out of tune, horror movies, The Night of the Troll Zombie, Dragon Bloodbath, etc. So this is I'm gonna check out real fast. Here, let me punch out.
You got a big store. You got a big back room.
Game saved. All right, here's my dumper. Let's see. It's a picture of you.
That is me. You look at me when you go TT.
Yeah.
Ah.
That'll do it for day 4 of Retro Rewind. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow, but we won't be playing that. Retro Rewind. We're going to take a day off of Retro Rewind, and we're going to make backgrounds in Halo tomorrow.
Oh, Halo. You like Halo?
I'm a big fan of Halo.
Some people like you in Halo.
Yeah. In the meantime, though, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Everybody's saying hello to you. A lot of Emily Booms out there.
Hi.
Are you ready to go do our thing? We're going to go do a fun thing?
I think so.
You still wanna do it?
I was going to just take him, but now that you're done.
I just got to hop in the shower real fast.
I'm not. I was more like. It sounded like you were having fun in Wetwo Rewind.
No, I was just winding it up.
Ah,
Yeah.
You were being kind.
I was being kind and winding for tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna go play hooky. Since we had the last regulation hooky day, we ended up just staying at home because we're exhausted from buying a house. So we snuck a hooky day in where we're gonna go do fun stuff together today.
Yeah.
Road trip. All right, we're gonna go. Love you guys. Sad Professor, REM, that's your song of the day. Have a great day.
Bye.
Be kind to each other and to
Be kind to
yourself. And don't forget to rewind, spay and neuter your pets. We'll Don't forget to bleed your flush out your air filter line.
My dress is from Walmart.
If you mark the frog, you know, every
Are we
3
supposed to do
months,
that?
got to keep
Did he
it
say that we
keep
were
the
supposed to?
lines clean, and don't stab yourself with dog needles. That's for sure. Don't do that. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye.